Hey guys, it's Ryan Melrose. How's it going? Well, I'm here today. Today I'm going to be discussing about some future projects and some projects I'm pretty proud of, as well as later on we're going to be playing a fun trivia game about all my content and web comics that are out so far. So you guys can have the chance to win a free comic to download. Isn't that exciting? It's free stuff, of course it is. Right. Yeah. Well, we've had some pretty exciting things so far happen already in the year. For starters, getting war games printed into a comic, like into an actual book. I've been going to a lot of animal rights activism events and handing them out with permission from my good friend who actually runs the event. So that's pretty cool. Well, you never know. I'll probably be giving that away as a free comic to download next time we play a game. But yeah, well, we can't play the game right now, not until people start coming onto this stream and start making their presence known. So until then, my job is just to keep talking as long as I can. And well, and as always, any donations you guys make to this channel is always appreciated. Whether you donate by subscribing to me or watching my content or leaving me 20 cents in my PayPal, it's always appreciated. It all helps me stay motivated to keep creating content. Okay. See, I'm wearing a pretty cool shirt here. Can't see what it says from here. Leader of the pack. It's cool. It's got a wolf howling at the moon. My favorite shirt. Yeah. So you know, I'm still working hard on my hand drawn manga comic, Father Sorrow in Hell. Push can't read it because for some reason the camera always shows everything in reverse. Don't really know why. But yeah, it does. But yeah, while we wait, we can have a look at some free art. Why the hell not? Well, some of you have probably watched the videos of me drawing this. Pretty cool, eh? In future, though, when I do a hand-drawn comic, I want to invest in some really awesome colors. I saw a professional artist using them the other day in Surfer's Paradise. I want to get the same kind of pencils and see what kind of new art I can create using that. Because that would be pretty cool. But yeah, well, this is a future release right here. drawing up and finishing this. Because this is only the storyboard what we got here. I've got to draw the proper copy yet. So I better get cracking. Yeah, for sure. This number here, 566,719 lifetime views. That's how many views my webcomics have up onto Pass. But yeah, let's see, what's another future comic I've coming out? Well, this year I intend to finish up work on my horror graphic novel, The Reunion. You would have seen a couple of videos on that on my channel. If you haven't, go to my channel, have a scroll down, check it out. It's all there. But yeah. But yeah, The Reunion, that's a pretty cool story. It's about this group of young adults. They've been invited to a high school reunion, and basically when they arrive at the high school reunion, having a nice camp out by a beautiful lake at a beautiful country town, they soon discover they're being stalked and killed off by a killer one by one. So yeah, it's a good old fashioned like teen slasher comic. It'd be cool if someone made like a short indie film of it someday. That'd be pretty cool. In fact, I'm open to that if anyone's got any ideas. um, but yeah, I really enjoy the slogan I put on the video. You let's see how to go. They survived high school. Will they survive the reunion? So yeah, I intend on finishing that graphic novel, and I'll be slowly releasing it on YouTube chapter by chapter, like I have been. And of course, I'll make it available on all the other platforms so everyone can download it, everyone can read it. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. I also intend to finish the other horror comic I've been working on. And this one's a series, it's not just one big comic, it's a series, Stonyville, which is about these teenagers being stalked by a supernatural entity, being haunted, played with, and then later killed. And it becomes obvious throughout the series that these teenagers are hiding a really dark secret, which may or may not be, I'm not going to spoil it, may or may not be connected to the very evil entity that's chasing them. So yeah, that's another future project I intend on hopefully finishing up this year. Hmm. Sorry if I seem a little tired. I did not get much sleep last night thanks to these winds. These really big and loud winds last night, and even now, I'm not sure if you can hear them. They're just really, really loud. Yeah, I could not get to sleep last night. It was crazy. So yeah, what else can I tell you? Yes, I will be continuing the Fate series. It's a series. I really am tired. It's a series I started around this time last year. Fate was a series where I brought most of my superheroes together for a big like crossover series of comics, like the Avengers, like Marvel's The Avengers or DC's The Justice League. In this case, it was called Fate. Fate, fight against tyrants everywhere. Anyway, joins forces some of my mightiest heroes, although when you read the comic, the story seems to focus more on Father Sorrow, who's recently regenerated. Well, reincarnated, I should say. Regenerated is a Doctor Who term. Into a woman. Now, I know people may say, oh, Doctor Who did it, Doctor Who did it. I did it first. I started this project the beginning of last year, the end of 2015, actually. I started Fate, which is when Father Sorrow reincarnated into a woman, so technically I did it first. Doctor Who copied me. Kidding. But yeah, the more you read that series, it seems to more to focus on her. No, big plans for Fate, which some of you may recall the anime I started but never finished. Mother Sorrow Yantle. Fate basically tells that story, or what that story was going to be. So that would be a pretty cool project. Not going to get into spoilers, but I will tell you, when that project continues, you are not going to want to miss it. Very jaw-dropping. Oh. Says here I got one viewer here, but that would be me monitoring the chat so I can respond to people's chats when they come here. Yeah, I was actually requested to do another live stream. But last time's live stream was very disappointing. No one turned up. Not at all. And I'll be doing these live streams every week, doing these competitions. If we don't get a chance to do this competition this week because no one shows up, we'll try again next week. Honestly, I thought this place would be storming once I said free stuff. Come win some free stuff. Yeah. Which goes to show, I guess, my channel is just that small or not good enough. But yeah, anyway, it's not going to discourage me. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it. Just going to keep doing it, man. Just doing it. Who cares what I get out of it? But yeah, and of course we've got the War Game series coming out. We've already got part 1 out. And I believe I finished editing part 2. So that'll be another series to look forward to, including the new Nature Man series. Nature Man was a project I started years ago, but now I'm actually starting to do a serious project with the character. And it's cool, all my vegan friends seem to love him, so that's good. I like creating content. I like creating free content. I like creating free content as much as the next person. But sometimes you need to have some sort of financial backing that'll allow you to create free content, which is why I'm which is why I've opened up to giving people my PayPal email so real supporters of my channel and content can give me can you know can give me a small donation so I can keep creating free content like this because buying all the drawing pads, the pencils, the pens, it does cost money, and in order to get all my content printed so I can give other people the free printed copies of my comics. I actually much rather do that than actually charge people for them. Yeah, I could make some money if I go around charging people and try and twist people's arms and legs to buy the stuff. But I find, I feel, how to put it, I feel sleazy every time I do. Like every time I try to promote my comics for people to buy them, I always feel sleazy, like I'm just trying to make a quick buck, like I'm not creating the content for the fun of it. I'm just trying to make the quick buck from it, which isn't the case. Quite frankly, I'm just happy people read my content. I'm happy for every view that my YouTube video might get. Even if it's only one view of video, I'm happy someone at least looked at the content and hopefully enjoyed it. That's really what every content creator should be striving for. You know, we all we all we all measure success differently. We all measure it differently. Some people, yeah, some people, yeah, making that money is what people view as success. Or you got people like me with a more simpler, easier, quite frankly, more enjoyable outlook on it. Like I said, well, when people actually view your content and actually like it, sometimes like enough to even go sharing it. You know what I mean? Well, I'm going to start typing something on this chat to see if people actually start coming on. All right? Let's see what happens. Yeah, well, there we go. I'm thinking maybe if I start typing stuff on the chat section, might draw some people in. Anyway, we've got a while yet before I'm going to sign out. So hopefully more people come out. You know, I put it on Facebook, I threw it on Twitter. Anyway, just the same, well, let's see what I can do. Okay, let's see if I can invite people to the chat because this is getting a bit boring here by myself. Let's see. Let's see who else. Um, Sorry, I've gone a little silent here. Hmm. Stream. I think I can do that. Uh-oh, what have I done? Hang on, I'm going to shut this thing up. Oh, now it's raining well. I hope Dad's got the windows closed. Alright, we are live. All right. Let's see if that helps move things along. Let's see. Watch. Ah, hey there, Telegram vid. How's it going? Information channel. So you try to tell me your information channel there, Telegram vid. um, but yeah, I'll definitely sub to you as soon as I get a second. But yeah, welcome to the live chat. Good to have you. Oh, no doubt you can probably hear the rain outside. But yeah, just to quickly catch you up, where I was discussing a bit about my future projects for my future web comics and things, and a little later on, if we get any more people joining the live stream, we're going to be having a trivia game where the winner will win a free one of my free web comics to download as a bit of a giveaway. Oh, and he's left already. All right. Well, see ya. Well, may as well sub to him then. Hmm. Well, very good. Oh, right. Yeah, anymore. So we do got Fate the series coming out. We've got another Almighty Eye graphic novel coming out. It's called Almighty Eye, The Mask of Bass Clef, based off a novel I wrote. A novel I wrote that no one ever saw. But it's one of the most emotional Almighty Eye stories I've come up with. Yo, listen up. Here's a story about a fighting guy who fights with a blue dude. Well, that's off. That's from the popular YouTube channel Masako X. His Dragon Ball Z song parody from the song Blue. I'm blue and in need of a fight. I'm in need of a fight. I'm in need of a fight. Classic. I'm addicted to that song. Kamehameha. I could almost watch that actually. The two Dragon Ball Super movies I've got here, Dragon Ball Battle of Gods and Resurrection of Frieza. Haven't watched those in a while. It's not going to happen though with the old man at home. Because I, for one, would love watching that on the big TV. In fact, it is my TV. I could probably just say, my TV. Well, it was your TV. Okay. Yeah, I suppose while I'm waiting, I can talk a bit about this trivia game and the rules. Why not? Basically, in this trivia game, I'm going to be asking questions related to my content on YouTube. Your job is to find the answers to these questions, and you got to try B, first three responses. So if I ask a question, the first three responses get a point. Whoever has the most by the end of the questions wins the free comic. And in the event of a tie between, so let's say the same three people get the same answers every time, and all three of those people win a free comic. And don't let that discourage you, because next week I'll do another live stream. You'll have another chance to win a free comic. So quite simple, really. So I'll ask a question related to one of my videos. So it might be name the title of on the last video I uploaded. Those three responses gets a point. Quicker you are, the better your chances. And then I'll ask another question like that. We'll have three questions. Three questions, so that's three chances. And yeah, whoever gets the most points by the end of it, whoever gets the most points out of it at the end of it, yeah, wins a free comic to download and read whenever they want. Really not a bad deal, really. All you got to do is stop by the live stream and wait to play. But I need more people to do it. kind of weird. The first live stream I did, I had plenty of people coming on. It was like 7 people. When I did after that, no one. This one, only one person has turned up, and it seems he was only here to spam me. It kind of sucks, kind of rude, really. I mean, you can go on someone's live stream, may as well stick around a bit and interact. Which I know me talking about that the way I am right now makes me sound bitter and probably not the kind of person you'd want to spend a live chat with. Really. Hmm. But you'd think even with 226 subscribers, you'd think someone would see your live stream and, just jump on and, a chance to win free content. Mm. But now it sounds like I'm trying to force people. Hmm. Hmm. Ah. Hi, Taiwan. How's it going? I'm glad you could make it. Right now, I'm afraid I think you're the only one. But yeah, how's it going? You and I can just chat for a bit till more people turn up. Any questions and stuff? Ty Bivens, if I'm pronouncing that right. It was fun hanging with you on your live stream the other day, as always. Yeah, I think the second person might be me monitoring the chat. Oh, good to know I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah, believe it or not, your live stream inspired me to do my own quiz game where people can win, free downloads of my comics. I thought that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I think my subscribers might come from all over the place. I think most might be the US though. A couple might be from, yeah, either the US or England, I think. But yeah, if I look at my analytics, I'm pretty sure mostly the US. Yeah, well, I guess since you're here, I can at least start talking about what I was discussing about my future projects. What's coming out? Well, I've been working hard on my. Oop, yeah, yeah, that'd be true. That'd be true. Yeah, everyone all over the globe, different time zones and all that. But that's the thing with these live streams. Takes a bit of trial and error, I guess. Gotta pick your, I guess, pick your moment. But I guess the more I do it, the more I'll start picking up on that, and hopefully I'll be able to pick my times better. Actually, that's not a bad idea. When do you reckon would be a good time for me to actually start a live stream in future? Well, it says we got 3 viewers now, so I wonder who the other viewer is. Over here, Mr. Mystery Guest, make your presence known. Welcome. But yeah, but as I was saying, yeah, I got a horror graphic novel that I'm trying to finish up. That's definitely a future release coming out. That's called The Reunion. Good old flashing. If it were a movie, you'd call it a slasher flick. But yeah, it's about these young adults. They go to a high school reunion, a nice camp out by a beautiful lake on the outskirts of a country town. But as the story goes on, they soon discover that they're being stalked by a killer who's killing them off one by one. It's just basically a murder mystery comic, a real who done it. Ah, thanks, Ty Bivens. I'll remember that next time. It's 9 a.m. Not it's about 9 a.m. here, so that would mean 11 a.m. might be a good time to start a stream. I'll try that next time. Oh, and thank you. Yeah, and it's been a fun project so far. I think I'm about on the last 30 pages or so with finishing it. And also got another horror comic coming out. This one's a series. It's not one big comic. It's actually a series. I've actually been working on that one for years. Okay, Saturday mornings USA time. That's probably Sunday for me. That'll be Sunday at some point for me. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, time zones are a pain in the neck. But yeah, it's other horror comics. It's actually a web series. It's based off the first storyboard I ever did, which at the time was called The Curse of Chase Hoodlums, or The Curse of Hell's Court. It's about a teenager who's chased by bullies. He ends up buried alive in cement, and he comes back as a supernatural force, ready to exact revenge on all the people who brought him there, all the people who killed him. And the more it's discovered as he kills the people responsible for killing him, he takes their life force, and if he succeeds in taking them all out, he can live. He can live as a live person again. So in a way, it's kind of poetic justice, and I guess in a way, he's not really the villain here. But he's quite an interesting character. He has like supernatural powers over people. He can make people see whatever he wants them to. So he can make people hallucinate. He can play head games with people. It's a pretty cool character. So I was able to start making a webcomic series based on that and just drag the story out. And that's called Stonyville. If you check out some of my videos on YouTube, you can find the videos on there. It's not a bad series. I've just started drawing up issue 8 of that series. So yeah, it's really been a long series. 8 continuous comics. That's really awesome, and I'm hoping to conclude that series this year as well. Let's see, what else do we got coming? We got Fate. I don't think I'll be finishing that series this year. That's going to keep going. But as to where I'm up to now with it, we're starting to get interesting. The more you read that series, okay, Ty Bivens, no problem. Hey, at least I'll still get the watch minutes, eh? Well, I already know that I haven't beaten the YouTube requirements to keep monetizing, so that's fair enough. But yeah, so who else is on here at the moment? We've got Ty Bivens, there's myself. According to this, to someone else. We get one more viewer on here. I know who that is. Someone who doesn't have a YouTube account. That'll be more than likely Lizzie, I'm guessing. Yeah. Well, Lizzie, if you want to play the game and have a chance to win your free comic, you can go to create a YouTube account. Oh, hang on, I'll see if there's someone else I can do for you. Where are you? I'll tell you what, Lizzie. You can answer your questions via Facebook. By Facebook. All right. Well, if we get one more viewer, we can start playing. That's all we need. We need one more viewer. We can start playing the game. Hmm? Oh. So yeah, we got Fate the series coming out, and more you read that on, you find that it focuses more on Mother Sorrow than any of the other characters. It is a comic book where most of my superhero comics come together. You know, just like Marvel's The Avengers or DC's Justice League. All right, doing this. We've got 4 viewers now, so that's free. We can start playing. We can actually start playing the game now. Hey, Braddles Gaming. Huh. Good to see you here. How's it going? Yeah. So take it you're interested in winning the free comic. We'll get to that in a second. So yeah, bear with me, stick around. You're not going to want to miss that. As to what the prize is, I am offering up a free download of my graphic novel, Ryan Melrose's House of Horrors Issue 1. That is the 2016 special. Anyway, and that is what's on the line on this trivia game, which will be starting pretty soon as I shut up. But yeah, we do have the first couple of issues on Fate on my YouTube channel. If you guys want to go through my channel and check that out, that is the first comic series where I've brought all my superheroes together. Like I said, I find that tends to focus more on Mother Sorrow than the other characters. Well, let's face it, she's the most interesting character in the show. Makes sense because it focuses on Father Sorrow reincarnating into a woman. Now, I know what you're thinking. Didn't Doctor Who do this? No, I did it first. Don't care what they say. I did it first. I started my comics back at the end of 2015. That is before Doctor Who did their latest regenerating, turning the Doctor into a woman. So I like to think I did that one first. I like to think I beat them to it. Okay, enough jokes. But yeah, Braddles Gaming. How's your channel going, by the way? Hmm. All right. Well, we'll wait for Ty Bivens to unmute me, and yeah, why not? We can start this game. one of our viewers doesn't have a YouTube, so they're going to be answering me through Facebook. Oh, Mad, you just hit 100 subs. That's awesome. I remember how happy I was when I hit my first 100. Yeah. But yeah, once Ty Bivens unmutes me, we can start this game, and Lizzie will be answering me through Facebook since she doesn't have a YouTube account and doesn't want one. I'll quickly check on that. Do. So yeah, Brettles Gaming, have your views started to increase too? With your subs and your watch time? Yeah, pain in the neck. You know, once you get your 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you know, you've got to get the views, the watch time as well. And you know, I also think that you need to get 1,000 subscribers every year. I don't think it's just a one-off. At least this is how I interpret their new YouTube's new policies. Anyway, I think you need to get 1,000 subscribers every year on a yearly basis to keep using it. To keep using your monetization and being part of the YouTube partner program, blah blah blah. And always as a why not? As a quick reminder, you can always donate. You can always donate to my channel, even if it's YouTube might just bring it back down someday. Well, at least hopefully they do, because those new policies are pretty, you know, ridiculous. You know, if it's full like they said, you know, as a security measure, get rid of all these bots running around the YouTube channel, then I'm all for it, because you know you don't want people ripping off the system, and that's fair enough. And, you know, and for sure, you know, just creating your content, that's the most important thing. You know, I can't stress that enough. Yeah, for sure, man. Bradles Gaming, that's definitely the spirit and the way to look at it. But yeah, I have brought the option to my channel recently that you can donate a little something to my PayPal email, so people can. Oh yeah, that's true. They are. They are, because the reality is, you know, if we're not making any ad revenue off YouTube, neither is YouTube. So that's the thing, you know, we're disabling smaller channels. It is going to affect them as well. They're not going to be making as much YouTube revenue. They'll be making it solely on the big time creators, which will still be a pretty hectic sum, but not as much as they could be making when they had a smaller channels on there that were legitimate. But unfortunately, there are a lot of channels out there that aren't legitimate, ripping off other people's content. And like, you ever hear of Route Note? Oh, they're a pain in the neck, Route Note. They went around making false copyright claims on my monetized videos, trying to steal revenue off me. And at first, I thought, okay, maybe the royalty-free music I was using recently got copyrighted by the content creators. But turned out they were a group actually stealing these royalty-free music, getting them copyrighted, and then making these false claims in order to steal revenue from hardworking creators. Anyway, I caught wind of it, and well, I managed to get I managed to get their claims removed because I had all the paperwork, all the licensing from the original video and music, where it came from. That makes sense. But yeah, so since monetization's gone, I've started putting in the starting with my latest upload. I started adding the option for people to donate to my PayPal email. So, even if it's like 10 cents or 20 cents, just to help keep me motivated in creating content for starters. And also, for me to buy my art equipment, sketchbooks, pencils, that it is costly and it does add up. So when I ask people to donate on my channel, it's to help to go towards that so I can create even better content in the future. So anyway, I'll put my PayPal email in now, actually. Yep. Yeah. It will help. Right. Sorry about that, guys. I'll just type in that. There we go. But yeah, it's definitely dodgy. And, Route Note's been going around doing that to a lot of people. So they're scamming a lot of they're scamming and getting a lot of revenue off people. All those little bits and pieces they got off people added up. Mm. And I'm just responding to a Facebook message quickly. Yeah. But yeah, definitely, it's dodgy for sure. see. Anyone else here? No, it's still just the four of us. Yeah, Ty Bivens, have you unmuted me yet? Well, I suppose we can get started on the game. It might take you a while to answer the questions. So Rattles Gaming and Lizzie, if you're still there, are we ready to start the game? Remember, free downloaded a free comic that you can download is on the line. RyanMelrose House of Horrors, Issue 1, 2016 special. What? I await your responses. Oh, he's ready. Gaming is ready to go. All right. All right. Looks like we're all just about ready. Since there's only three of us, Taiwan still has a chance to play. Hmm. Yeah. I want to invite someone. All right. Shall we begin? All right. Now I'll quickly go over the rules. Now this is basically trivia on my own content on my YouTube channel. So the answers are always right there on my YouTube channel. The question is, who's quick enough to answer? Now the rules go. The first, three responses get a point. Whoever has the most points by the end wins the free comic. I hope that makes sense. Basically the same thing Ty Bivens does on her live stream. In fact, she inspired me the idea, so I'll give her a shout out and a big thank you. I seem like this would be a pretty cool idea to get people more familiar with my content, and give away free stuff, which is always cool. All right, so for example, I might ask a question about something about my video, and then you just got to look it up. You may have to watch, well, you will have to watch some of the videos on my channel in order to find the answers. But hey, small price to pay for a free comic. All right. All right, okay, now one more time. Is everybody ready? And Ty Bibbins is still here. She can definitely jump in. So right now, I think there's only three of us playing anyway. Which means if no one else shows up, you win. You will win by default. All right, Lizzie says she's ready. And I am assuming, Bradle's Gaming is still ready. So, okay, I'll get into this now. Where is it? All right, we've got 3 questions today. Right? I'm curious to say, I'll tell you what, let's make this even more interesting. Since there's only 3 of us, the first one who answers gets a second free comic. How's that sound? Here we are. That should put the pressure on. All right. Now for question 1. What are the space pirates chasing Benson called in the comic Benson Deep Space? Now to find out the answer to this question, you just simply go to my YouTube channel, Ryan Melrose Comics, look for the video titled Homemade Comic Benson Deep Space, a Ryan Melrose Comics production, to find the answer. You will have to watch the video to find the answer. Now, let's see who can get it right the quickest. Waiting. 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 Who knows what song that's off? How I was just saying waiting right then. Waiting. Waiting. That would be Pink Floyd. Hmm. Huh. Hmm. Oh, Bradle's well, you got the pirate leader there, but I was actually looking for was the name of the actual gang. So sorry if I wasn't specific enough. I'll rephrase the question. For the others, question 1. Okay, what are the space pirates chasing Benson called? As in, what's the gang called? And yep, to find out, just go to my channel and watch the Ryan Melrose Comics video, Homemade Comic Benson Deep Space, a Ryan Melrose Comics production, to find out. Sorry, Bradle's Gaming. I did want to give you that. You did get the the pirate's captain. You did get the captain of the crew right, but I wanted the gang's name. Oh, all right, Lizzie's first. Okay, Lizzie's the first one that got it right. Our player on Facebook got it right. All right, Bradles, will you be second? In case Ty Biven still muted me, I'll type her the question. Bradles Gaming is second. Okay, well that means Ty Bivens can now cheat. Yes, cheating's okay. You can look up the answer. You can wait for the first two. Just make sure you're on the quick draw before viewer number 5 shows up and steals it. Okay. Oh, crap. All right, so all right, now we're just waiting for the third response. and then we can continue. But so far, Lizzie Lizzie's got it. She got it first, so she she gets a free comic for being first. Brettle's gaming is second. He still gets a point and still has a chance to win the grand prize. Well, so far, everyone's got a chance. Hmm. Due to right now, there's only three people playing. All three people get the same answer. Everyone's going to win, aren't they? So Lizzie might get an extra prize for being first. Hmm. But yeah, so while we wait for the third response, while we wait for someone to give us our third answer, I'm also working on a new Almighty Eye graphic novel based off a novel I wrote. Actually, I think Lizzie's read it before. Would have been called Almighty Eye Operation Golden Harp at the time. Well, graphic novel version's called Almighty Eye: The Mask of Bass Clef, and that's a good story. It's about we sort of get into Almighty Eye's human side in his lighter side in this story. Those who've read the Almighty Eye comics, mostly he's a cold-hearted, badass, super secret agent, always gets the job done kind of action hero who kicked John Wick's ass in a fight if he had to. But this one, we get more into who he is as a person. We see more about his personal life before he was an agent and before he had his accident that caused him to become the Almighty Eye. And ultimately, it's a bit of a love story. I won't get too much into it, and spoil it for you guys. But ultimately, yeah, it's quite the action love story. And before Almighty Eye was a super agent, he was in love and dating an upstart rock star. When he was Before he was the Almighty Eye, he'd see her all the time, and they were going to get married, and certain circumstances drew them apart, and eventually turned Vincent into the cold-hearted person he is now, and ultimately yeah, it slowly shows him becoming the Almighty Eye, and his past basically coming back to haunt him. Oh, hey, Hey there, Jesus Gonzalez. Do I have access to a web browser? Not at the moment, I don't think. But you're welcome to stay here and try my challenge and win a free web comic. We're still we're still waiting on our third answer. We don't know what the question is. It's just above here in the chat here, which I wrote it as someone who was currently. You're going to rickroll me. Not sure I heard that term. Actually, what is rickroll? Well, goose chase, something like that, maybe. Oh. Anyway, I'll repeat question one again, just one more time. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on the third person to submit his answer, so we can move on to the second question. All right. What are the space pirates called? The ones that are chasing Benson in the YouTube comic Benson in Deep Space. To find out, go to my YouTube channel, RyanMelrose Comics. Look for the video Homemade Comic Benson Deep Space, a Ryan Melrose Comics production, to find the answer. Oh, well, looks like Jesus Gonzalez has ran off. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Hmm. I think next time I'll definitely have to pick a better timing to have this live stream so more people can come on. So more people can jump on and actually play this game. Hmm. So yeah, it's not really fair. I hold Lizzie and Bridal's gaming up like this. Not to mention myself. Are we still on? Are we still on? It was just telling me that I lost the connection for a second. Are we still here? All right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll move on to the next question. Anyway. Hmm. How about now? Is the camera back on now? Hang, hang on. Let me find out what's going on. Okay, if we turn the camera off, then I'll switch it back on. Maybe. How's that? Shut up, stupid phone. Yeah, we're back. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so we're still back. All right, so okay. So what we'll do, we'll move on to the next question. We'll still leave the answer to the first question open for the third person to get their answer in. It's just now it's going to just be between. It's just it's not right we hold Lizzie and Bradle's gaming up. Oh, and hopefully next time we'll have more players on here, so there's a bit more of a competition. So all right. And since it's one on one, first one who gets the answers in for the next two questions gets a free comic. Does that sound good to Bradle's Gaming and Lizzie? Because right now I think there's only just the two of you. Lizzie's already won once. Let's see if Bradle's Gaming can best her on question 2. All right. Question 2. Name the main villain in War Games Part 1. To find out, watch the video on my channel called Homemade Comic War Games Part 1, a RyanMelrose Comics production. Make sure you watch the whole video, otherwise you might get it wrong. Anyway, let's see who gets this one in first. Should be interesting. And yes, whoever gets the most points out of you two gets the main prize. So basically, it's a best out of 3. A best out of 3 game. We don't need no education. We don't need no force control. No dark sarcasm in the classroom. Teacher, leave them kids alone. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. All in all, you're just a brick in the wall. All right, Bradle's Gaming got it. All right, you were first this time, Bradle's Gaming. Congratulations. That's definitely a free comic to you, and I mean, you still might just win the main prize too. But either way, you're going to get something for it, so that's good. Oh, oh, oh. Well, Bradle's Gaming. Okay, so you're gonna have to go. Yeah, forfeiting. All right then, no problem. But I'll still direct message your YouTube channel so you can have your the free comic you just won. Okay, cool, no problem. And I'll let Lizzie know she's won. No one else seems to be playing at the moment. Huh. Uh, previous question and free. Congrats. All right. Well, now that the game's been done, no point reading the third question. I'll save that for the next game. And hopefully next time I just pick a better time where we got more players and more of a challenge, more pressure. Ah well. Anyway, I'll see you all. I'll see you all next time. But yeah, Bradle's game. Princess is here, right on the just in the nick of time. Lucky, I was just about to end the chat. Well, I'm pretty good there, Princess. You can if you're interested in playing for the free comic, you still can. I haven't ended the chat yet. We might have a last minute challenger. Huh? Okay. Okay, so you don't want to play? Win a free comic? Oh. Oh, oh well, that's too bad. All right. You don't want to play. The the comic is free. If basically you just got to answer these questions I ask. If you get them if you get them right, you win a free comic. Basically, I message your YouTube channel directly at the end of the chat. I send you a link where you can download the comic for free. Sure, you don't want to play for it? Well, to find the answers to the questions are about my content, so you just gotta go to the video I direct you to and find the answer. But but don't fret, there's always next live chat. I'm going to be doing these competitions every live chat. So even if you don't win a free comic this time, there's always next time when you have, yeah, well, like you said, more time to study. All right, it's up to you. Well, anyway, just in case, for the first question, I asked what are the space pirates chasing Benson in my comic Benson Deep Space called? To find the answer, you simply go to my channel and look for the video called Homemade Comic Benson in Deep Space, a Ryan Melrose Comics production. Watch the video and find the answer. And I want to know what the space pirates gang is called. And after you're done there, we can move on to question two. Oh, and as to your request before, Princess, I'd like to do a Super Cat comic, but unfortunately, I have other projects to get through first. Not saying no. That's not saying no, but it's just gonna. I just got to get through these other projects first, and yeah, after that, might do a Super Cat comic, maybe. At the very least, I'll definitely think about it. Well, I'm glad you're back. You probably missed my question. Uh, but yeah, I was just saying to your Super Cat comic request. Can't really do that right now, for I got other projects I got to finish first. But yeah, definitely a maybe. Do do a Super Cat comic for you. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, where you gonna play this time, or but yeah, where you gonna play for the free comic this time, or do you want to wait till next week when I do another game? Because I'll be doing these games every live chat, giving people the chance to win some free comics that they can download. Hey, Princess, you on Twitter? You on Twitter at all? Hmm. What about Facebook? Oh, well, I'm gonna have to actually stop this chat now. I actually got to go out and pay the rent now. But don't don't worry, princess, because next week I'll do another chat. Hopefully at a better time with more. Yes, I do have an Instagram account. I'm gonna have to put a and yeah. Anyway, I gotta go pay the rent now. And like I said, I'll be back next week, or I'll try to pick a weekend. I'll try to do this on the weekend, preferably. Hey, I'll try to do a live chat on the weekend so you can participate, and hopefully more people will be home then. Um, I'll let you know. I'll direct message your YouTube channel and let you. And I'll see you then. We'll play another game, and you'll have a quite frankly a better opportunity to win some free stuff off me. Anyway, you have a good day, okay? I'll, I'll definitely chat to you next time. And goodbye to everyone else who stuck with me watching. You guys are real troopers.